This is a dynamic stretching routine that I use with my students when they come to a Gigi Method camp here in Tampa. So we're always going to start out on the sideline and working on a different muscle each time. So we're going to start out stretching our calves and our IT bands. These two are very important muscles in tennis. Make sure that you try to point your feet straight up to the sky on this one. And actually for these, you don't need your racket, so I'm going to set my racket down. All right, so coming back, we're going to do, we call this Frankensteins. So you're going to put both arms in the air and you're just going to try to touch left foot to right arm or right arm to right foot. No crossover on this one yet. This is a very good hamstring stretch. We're stretching our hamstrings gently. All right, so after we've done that, we're going to combine a balance exercise. This is hamstrings with balance. So you want to take a step with the left and then touch with the right as you try to balance yourself. Step with the right, touch with the left. A lot of people make a mistake when they do this is that they step with the left and touch with the left. And then what happens there is that they lose their balance. So you want to make sure that if you step with the left, you touch with the right. Try to stretch your back leg as straight as possible. Again, this is a balance. And if you're doing this properly, you will be feeling this one on your hamstring. And again, you do this all the way till you get to the line. And then we're going on to the next one. Now we're going to work on our quads with basic lunges. So we start out with your basic lunge. Try to make sure that your knee does not go over your ankle on this one. As much as possible, you want to drop. So you don't want to be doing this. You want to be dropping, the back leg. Back leg drops. You can put your arms to your side for a little balance. All right, on the next one, we're going to do lunges with a twist. So now we're starting to activate the core in tennis, which is so important. So when you step with the left, you want to turn to the right. So you want to step to the right, turn to the left. So this would kind of equate you're hitting a backhand, you're hitting a forehand. We're working on our load and our core strength on this one. Right, forehand, backhand. All right, so as you do this, your heart starts to go a little bit faster, so you should start feeling a little agitated. The next thing we're going to do are butt kicks. So in this one, you're going to try to have your heels kick your butt. If you're getting tired doing this, you can do one way, that way, and then you walk back if you need a little time in between. So you would do an exercise that way, you walk back, and you do it again. The next exercise we're going to do are high knees. So in this one, you're going to put your hands out in the air, and you're going to try to have your knees touch them as high as possible. They're not going to touch, but especially when we get older. And then the last thing you want to do is a light jog. And then if you're so inclined, you want to do a sprint. So that's dynamic stretching routine that I use for warm-up. Your heart should be pounding at this point. If you ever go to a match and you don't have time for any kind of warm-up, take 2 or 3 minutes and do what I just did, and you'll be ready to go.